don't keep it loaded, son. You'll have to find ammo as you go.
Hey guys, Johnny Grunts 2000 here. Welcome back to Let's Play Halo Combat Evolved Part 2. So, we just got our orders from Captain Keyes, and we finally got a gun, and my god, this is the greatest pistol in the history of first-person shooters. You can pretty much go through this entire game with the pistol itself. It is amazing how powerful this thing is. But despite the fact that I could just go ahead and just pistol everybody to death, you know, shoot, pistol whip, possible teabag in there, I decided to be a little bit more interesting, you know, because there's so many playthroughs and let's plays out there where the guy, you know, basically just goes through the entire thing with just a pistol. And while it is impressive from, you know, a skill standpoint, you know, I like to be different. I like to show off as much as possible of the game itself. So no, I'm not gonna go, you know, the entire way with just a pistol. I may whip it out every once in a while when I'm in danger, but you know, I want to show everything off. The battle rifle, the snipers, everything. And as you can tell, I get a little bit lost here every now and then, but that's fine. I haven't played through this game in so long, in its entirety, at least by myself. I have played a little bit with my friends, co-op, but you know, just for the heck of it. But I actually played with a friend of mine. We were going to go through the entire series, one game after the other, and we started with this. We beat this. We went with Halo 2. I think we beat that, and then now we're on Halo 3. So all kinds of fun. But I was mentioning before, the Covenant are this race of, you know, or mixed race of aliens all coming together, and really the best way that I can explain it is they're just mad at humanity. I don't know why. They're trying to find this thing called the Halo, which at this point in the game we don't know what it is. We don't even know why or what they're looking for, but that's basically it. They're made up of those guys right there, the little guys. They're named Grunts. They're basically just, you know, these weird little munchkin people with horrible looking faces, and they're pushovers. You can just shoot them once and they're probably dead. They'll probably go down on normal difficulty. There is a kind of grunt that is introduced, I believe, in Halo 2, that are suicidal grunts, and those can be a problem because they pretty much just come at you holding plasma grenades in each hand, and they will blow themselves up, and if you're near them you will die. But fortunately for us, they're not in this game as far as I can remember right now, so they shouldn't be a bother. The bigger ones, the big blue guys, and eventually we'll start seeing multicolor ones like red and gold and stuff like that, those are elites, and elites are pretty much the Covenant's equivalent of a Master Chief, of a Spartan, and they take a lot more damage. They actually have a shield, somewhat of a shield, so they will take a couple shots to go down. I suggest shooting them towards the head. At the head, it's basically just as if you were playing against a human. At least when I play online and stuff like that with Halo, I usually try to go headshot until you know, that's, in my opinion, that's the best way to get somebody's shield down, and then just finish. You know, once the shield down, you can just finish it with whatever weapon. That's my strategy that I go into trying to fight these elites. I find that it works all right, but when in doubt, if you can, just try to go behind them and hit them with the butt of your gun. That's a great thing I like about Halo, that it introduced this. I don't know what I was doing there. I don't know what I was teabagging, but is that if you don't have any weapons left, if you're like running low on weapons, or if you don't want to spend any ammo on a particular section, you do have the option of just meleeing your opponent to death. And sometimes actually that is more advised because it doesn't create as much noise. The AI in this game is actually pretty good for the time being. So, in fact, there are sections of the Halo series where you know, you'll be with a group of Covenant and they're going to be asleep, and yeah, I did teabag the grunt. You know, try to have fun in this, and yeah, instead of shooting the grunt while it's asleep and awakening all the other grunts, the best way to do it is to just go behind them, hit them with the butt of your gun, knock them out, and kill them essentially. and you won't wake up anybody else, and then you can just keep going down the line, you know, just hitting them. This is what I'm trying to do right here, just hitting them once. I'm not wasting any ammo, you know, just quick and dirty, or not quick and dirty, quick and not dirty. One thing I would like to mention is that I am playing this on the original Xbox. I do still have I pretty much have all the consoles, pretty much all the main consoles from the Super Nintendo going forward. So I do have a good collection if I can put myself out there. So I do have this. This game is playing on the original Xbox. It's not the emulated version on the 360. It's not the Anniversary Collection, obviously, if you can tell by the graphics. They're not HD or anything like that. And to top it off, just to make things even more interesting, I decided to play this game using the Big Duke controller. If you don't know what the Duke controller is, the Duke controller is the original version of the Xbox controller for the original Xbox. It is huge. It is huge, and it is slightly uncomfortable. The button layout is kind of weird because the buttons aren't really circle. They're more oval, and they're very slippery. It's just weird. I find that it's better for people with larger hands, but mine aren't. You know, I don't have huge hands. The gorilla paws, so I don't. Or the gorillas don't have paws. Big gorilla hands, so. I mean, honestly, I'm not. I don't see where the problem is. I mean, I can see where the problem is, why people complain about it, but. Like I said, I've been playing this game since the beginning, so this is the Duke is what I used when I first played this game, and honestly, it felt comfortable, just because I'm used to it. So, you know, just to be more authentic. And in this part, you have to use your flashlight. Now, the flashlight is actually pretty interesting. I've never seen it being used in any other game, really, not to my knowledge, not that I can remember right now. But it's kind of interesting because there are sections where you will be using the flashlight. It honestly doesn't. You don't use it all that much, to be honest. But it's a little interesting little gimmick, you know. And of course, you have your radar there at the bottom of the screen. I love the radar. I use the radar a whole lot, especially in multiplayer. Going online, I just rely on the radar. And sometimes, actually, I've gotten to the point where people ask me, "You're cheating. How can you see where I'm at? You know, you're screen looking and stuff like that." And I just tell them, "No, I'm looking at my radar. It's not that hard. Everybody has a radar. Just use it." And in this part, yeah, I am confused. I forgot what you were supposed to do here. And all you're supposed to do is just knock this thing down. To my knowledge, if I can remember correctly, that's the only time in the entire game where you actually had to do that. Where you have to use the melee attack to open a door that's slightly open. So that was weird. At this point of the game, we don't have our grenades yet, but we will eventually get them. You have two versions of the grenade in this game. I think in this game and in Halo 2, you don't get any other versions until Halo 3, I believe. But you have your standard frag grenade. That's the version from the oh god, what is it? The UNNC? Is that it? I can't remember the name of the military in Halo, which is a shame. I'm such a Halo fan. I should know that. But the frag grenade basically is just your standard grenade. You throw it, it bounces because it's, you know, hard. So it bounces off walls and stuff wherever you throw it. It's a good way. It's a good grenade really to use when you're going around corners, because you can bounce it off the wall and it'll hit the opponent around the corner. And I am confused once again. I don't know where to go. Come on, turn right. There you go. And you also have your sticky grenade, also known as the plasma grenade, which is the more fun of the two, in my opinion. And the sticker grenade, if you guys have seen any of the top 10 stickies of all time, or of the week, which I highly suggest you watch because they're fun to watch. They're very humorous. But the sticker grenade is the version that the Covenant uses, and the fun thing with the sticker grenade is that if you are able to throw it at the enemy, it has the ability to stick on them, and it will blow up on the person, and that's pretty much a guaranteed kill. And the fun thing is, if you what happens is that if you stick it onto an opponent, usually they'll, or an enemy rather, a Covenant, usually they'll go crazy, which is the fun thing. Like I said, the AI is really good in this game, and they'll go crazy. So they're like, oh my god, I'm gonna die. And sometimes what happens is they'll run into like an entire crowd of other Covenants and blows everybody up, and it's the most satisfying thing in the world. I think at this point I actually do have grenade. Oh no, I don't. I can't remember, but it's a good combination. I really like this game. As you can see there on the screen, there you have another form of an elite. It's a red elite. I will be going over what the ranks are and stuff like that, because the red one is higher ranked than the blue one. And really the only difference is that they're a little harder to kill. The differences aren't that big, except for a few versions of them. Basically, as the series goes on, they keep adding different ranks to the elites and all the other versions of the Covenant, which is, in my opinion, I thought it was really good, because if you just kept it as Grunt elite, eventually we're going to be seeing jackals and hunters. If it's just those four, then it would get stale. But adding these different colored variations of these enemies, I thought is a good way to keep things fresh. But anyway, guys, that's the end of part 2. Now we only have this big long cutscene. So I'll be seeing you guys in part 3 of Let's Play Halo Combat Evolved.
We're disengaged, going for minimum safe distance.
We're gonna make it, aren't we, sir? I don't want to die out here.
Look!
What is that thing, Lieutenant?
Hell if I know, but we're landing on it.
You're on a minute!
I knew it! The Autumn's accelerating. Keys is going in manually.
Heads up, everyone, this is it. We're entering the ring's atmosphere in 5.
Sure you wouldn't rather take a seat?
We'll be fine.
If I still had fingers, they'd be crossed.
As always, if you like this video, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to my channel if you want to get more stuff from me. In the meantime, if you like my videos, be sure to go to my channel and check out some of the other stuff that I have currently on there. Who knows? Maybe you like my stuff. Maybe? Maybe?